Hey everyone, Kat here, your favorite ginger bibliophile. Hope you're all doing really well, and I hope you're in the mood for a fantasy, because that's what I've got for you today. I will be talking about one that, honestly, I'm kind of surprised I read, because it's a popular one, which I usually avoid, since they get so hyped, and then, you can't live up. Well, that, and it's fancy, which is fantasy, which isn't my go-to genre, as y'all know if you've been around here for a while. And if you're new, hi, thank you for popping in. Hope you like it. Yeah, I'm being sneaky. I'm listening to music on the side. Let y'all guess what it is. Who knows my music taste? Probably nobody because I don't really play it on here. But it'll be, I read Rebecca Yaros's Iron Flame. I think that is the first one, right? Or that's the one that I have on hold. But anyway, I'm reading her Dragon series, and I, oh my god, for once, I'm enjoying fantasy and a popular book. This is like Hobbit level fantasy, one of those where you can just pop in and you're not gonna get lost on. Oh my god, this is a whole new world, new magic system, really weird names that I can't keep straight because I keep getting tongue tied. Like, I'm not having any of those problems. It is a whole new world and all this like, new names and everything. But unlike the last book I tried to read this year that was supposedly had a bunch of dragons in it, these are like legit will, turn you into a nice, crispy snack dragons. And it's not, oh, well, only I can see them because I control them. This is like how you to train your dragons level dragons. Of, yep, everyone can see them. Everyone is freaking terrified. Except for the people that are off their rockers and going, I'm gonna make friends and rule this dragon. No, no, you're not, buddy. And I did kind of like little bits and pieces of a review on my Goodreads as I was going through it. And apparently I made Vin laugh because I said something that is very me. Because very early on, like basically the whole premise of this is there's this chick that has been spent her whole life learning how to be like magical historian librarian type thing. Because mom was very sick when she was pregnant with her, and it passed to the baby, and then she came out very frail and delicate. Not somebody that should be like trying to use her knees to cling onto a dragon while it's flying all through the air, spiraling and diving and doing all these cool roller coaster moves. No, she hung out with dad and was like, "We're gonna be the bookish folks." And after dad died, mom basically went, "Nope, you're gonna be a dragon rider or you're gonna die. Either way, you're no longer gonna be an embarrassment to me." So, if you think your family sucks, at least your mom didn't tell you to either stop embarrassing them or at least do the world a favor and die in the process of being an embarrassment so everyone forgets about you. Like, that's a terrible freaking mother right there. But you have to like go to the school and do all these things, and apparently there was a big old war like a while ago, and all the kids that hey, my parents didn't like your kingdom. We tried to, y'all guys suck, and we don't want to be part of this kingdom anymore. It's like, no, no, you're going to, y'all lost. We executed your parents while you watched, and now you have to join this school that will probably kill you. Because if you don't die in competition trying to graduate, when you try to meet dragons, they might toast you. And then, we didn't kill innocent children, but we're not sorry about it. So, our girl has to go and do this, and everybody knows who she is because they all know her, like, evil mother. And then, of course, you always have to have a prick. And, like, he's part of, like, the kingdom. Like, he should be, like, worshipping at her mother's feet because she's as much of a raging as this guy is a prick. But they have this rule of, you have to walk across this little narrow thing 200 feet, or yeah, I think it was like 200 feet, 200 yards up, 200 something's really high up in the air, this narrow stone uneven beam to get to the other side. And they do it while it's pouring down rain and windy as all crap, and good luck not falling off. And this prick is, I'm gonna kill you, you better get back away, you better, I'm gonna kill you, run, and tries to scare her and get her to fall off. And they try to kill you from like the get-go. Like, there's nothing wrong with that behavior. All right, if you don't cross, if you cross this threshold, You're one of us, and no one can kill you except for, when we give them permission to kill you, because, screw the weaklings. But if you're over here, yeah, you're not one of us. So if one of us on this side kills you, we don't care. We look the other way. And our girl might be a little bookish girl, but she got a dagger and put it to his little, family jewels. Oh, you gonna kill me right now, honey? Try it. And this is a part that ticks me off. Like, dude, he's already told you he's gonna kill you. He was already off one person on because it was between y'all two, and he wants to off you because you're weak and I don't like your mom. Yeah, you can have him like bleed to death. You watch him go to shock and fall off. Dude, I guarantee you take a knife and give him a nice little castration while he's standing there, not across the threshold, so he doesn't count as anything. Your problem is done with. You don't have to deal with 600 pages of it. Is he trying to kill me? But he got to keep living and keep all his little manly bits because, well, it worked for later plot points. But I was like, dude, you could have saved so much problem just and dare anyone else to mess with you because who's gonna mess with the chick that castrated a dude on day one? Not so delicate now, am I? And this guy had it coming because he was. How do I say this without getting censored for all the bad words? Banana hammock. Yeah, he used a big old banana hammock, and I freaking hated him. I'm like, dude, you coulda right from the start stop the family line right there. Clearly, they're not producing anything good. So yeah, that was my very cat comment of, you could have castrated him and you didn't. And it cracked me up because it came a plot point because one of the guys is like, oh yeah, I've had a crush on this dude forever. He's a year ahead of me. It's like, hey, you need to stop antagonizing this guy or he's gonna off you. Yeah, if I said antagonize him, have you ever forgotten about a girl threatening to cut your junk off? Yeah, I didn't think so. So clearly that ain't gonna work. You would have forgot about it if he bled to death or if he fell off. Just saying. But we got all this, and there's new alliances. There's betrayals. This other dude that was just he wasn't a banana hammock, but he was close. What's another good word for that won't get me kicked off? We can call him a little douche canoe. That one might fly under the censors. But he kept saying all this stupid junk and like, oh, I'm saying it because, I love you, except for, my actions and my words don't freaking match. And she finally called him out on it, and oh yes, I was so happy. Like, get it, and take your mama out while you at it, cause Trick has it coming. She offered you up and told you to quit shaming the name by not being fodder. And oh, it's just we got all these like little relationships. We got some family drama, obviously. We got the bad guys that like we have seen from the very beginning. It's like, oh, you're hot. Oh, you're the guy I'm supposed to stay away from. And it's like, oh, you're this Trick. And my dad was on the other side. I hate you. Yeah, we saw that coming from hundreds of pages away, but it was just so satisfying. It was fast paced. There's constant like their training is here. We're gonna get into battles and spar and attempt to kill each other. She gets snappy with it. Just don't underestimate the little bookish one. You gotta have muscles to carry all of them books all around, and you learn a few creative things. Yeah, you know how like girls like fall asleep to watching to true crime. Of course, they don't have that there. I mean, pens are like, oh my gosh, magic! I can't wait till I graduate and I'm allowed to use one. But bookish is kind of the equivalent of learning a few things. So they not too smart to be trying her, and she proves it. And it's just, yes, love the main characters for the most part. Hated a couple, and oh, fingers crossed for the sequel. The reveals, all the dragon powers, like, and even her dragon. I freaking love the dragon. He is they can talk into each other's heads and the crap that they be saying. The dragon even has a little sass. And mm, yes, this is one that I finished it and I went on Libby and went, come on, please have the sequel. And I found out they did. So I have a hold on that now. So, I know I'm doing that read what you own, but I put the hold in before that started, so I haven't broken my thing yet. But yep, this one is worth the hype. Fourth Wing, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Fourth Wing is the one that I just read, and is Iron Flame is the sequel. That's the one that I need to read. So I'm loving it. Finally, a fantasy that I can follow. The main character is sassy. There's dragons. So many dragons. And this is a really long review that, yeah, like y'all care, there's already been a ton of these. But from a non-fantasy girl, I'm loving this. Like, I'm starting to get into my fantasy era. Give me some more of this that I can follow. And there's dragons and attitude, because I love a girl that's got a lot of attitude and ain't afraid to pull a dagger on a guy and threaten to castrate him. I am just mad that she did it. I get why. It worked for later. But just saying, personally, if you gotta pull a dagger and, threaten his little man meat, then, you're gonna have a jar of some man. Yep. You wanna try me? I could add to my collection, buddy. Bring it. Ain't nobody gonna mess with you after that. You get a couple jars. Mm, I like to see them try that. They gonna learn real quick. And it doesn't matter that you're the delicate little thing anymore. You can wear all the pigtails you want. Ain't nobody gonna buy that. So, yep. I'm waiting for some more. If y'all know any that got that kind of vibe, dragons, badass chick, easy to follow, let your girl know I'm loving this. And I will see you soon. Bye. Happy reading.